What's up, guys? It's Zulu Monk here. Another installment of OP-1 tutorial videos. I know there's probably a ton of videos on this particular function, but I thought I might as well do another one because I don't think I've ever done it from the ground up to show you how to sample with your OP-1. So I was trying to decide what to sample because you could really sample anything. You can sample from the radio, from your iPhone like I'm doing. You could sample your voice. So I thought, okay, what's the most well-known sample of all time? The Amen break. So basically, I'm gonna play that and show you how to chop that up and rearrange it so you can make your own fun arrangement of that break. So to start off, I'm gonna be doing this in the drum mode. So I'm going into the drum mode, and I already have it pre-made on a different preset, but I'm gonna show you how to build it up from the ground up. So right now, I'm gonna go to a random drum mode where I'm like, these drums. I'm like, I already have saved it somewhere else. I really don't need them. So this is where I'm going to start. So to start, make sure you're using a particular preset on your drums where you don't care about losing these drums or if you already have them saved. So in order to start this up, hold down Shift, hit the microphone key. This will take you to all of your different recording or different ways to record. So you can do line in from the radio. If I turn this knob here, the blue knob, or basically record the output of the OP-1 and take it back in. So we're gonna use the line in. So now I'm gonna rewind my this is from a video. Rewind my sample. I'm gonna play it back. So now you should be able to hear the sample since I have my audio cable plugged in from my iPhone straight into the line in on the OP-1. So let's hear what it sounds right now. So as you can see, the red marker indicates the level of the sample, which you guys know it's a very quick sample. So I'm going to turn the red marker up a little bit and see if I can get it so we're at a good level. So make sure it's not clipping. Go back one more time here. Let's see. I think I have it just about the way I want it. Sorry, give me 1 second because I'm mixing with a couple different levels with recording in the video. So I'll turn this up so you can hear it a little bit better. So let me try that one more time. Let's see how this sounds and make sure I'm not clipping anyway. Okay, that's good enough. So now that we know that the levels are good, what I'm going to do is hold down Shift and hit I think you can hit any key, but usually hit the C key. So this arms your sample recording. So now it won't start, and actually I'll go back. Go back to the sample. Basically, you can set this white bar to trigger the sample to start. Usually I just keep it fairly low because we already know it's definitely gonna pass that threshold when it starts. So I can, because the way, if you're trying to hit this and record at the same time, you want to make sure you get it right at the beginning of whatever sample you're trying to pick up. So I hit Shift, hit that record button. Now I hit play here, and bam, it starts recording. Give it a little bit of time, hit the button again, and it stops. Just make sure you can stop your audio source. So, done with that now. So now the sample's in there, but it's all weird. It's not it's not the way that we want it to be. How you want the end product to be? Because really, I want to have this set in something, chop this sample up onto 16 different keys so you can mess within the step sequencer. So basically there's a couple of different ways to do this. Like I said, I've shown you, I think in one of my other previous videos, how you can use these encoders to kind of dial through your samples and change the length and use the red encoder to change your play mode and change the pitch and all of that. Now, this will take me a long time because I did it before to chop the sample up, but I'm just going to show you the technique that I used in order to get the sample the way I wanted to, get everything laid out correctly. So usually, I guess I left the pitch the same. All I did was I changed the endpoint. First of all, I changed this sample so that it's on, it plays through the whole sample. That's the play mode. So I'm going to hit the button to hear it go through there. So I'm going to see if I can get the... So basically, I laid the samples out that way. And then what I did while recording these sections, sorry, excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so I think I stopped at discussing how to, the most effective way to really chop your samples. There's different ways to do it, but if you're trying to do something where you're trying to lay everything out in particular number of steps, something that I found is very useful. So let's say I know this part is pretty good, right? What I'll do is I'll take this, hold down whatever key you're trying to use, because usually I'll just copy as a point of reference. So I'll hold this key down, hit the lift key, and I'll go over and use the drop key to paste it into the next part. So these are exactly the same. So now what I'll do is I'll take this key, now that I know this is the next part, and just adjust the sample to the point after, where I'm at, so I can go and try that and see how that sounds. There we go. So I did that process all the way through until I got to the end and had 16 steps. So I'll jump to the sample that's actually already done. So now this one's already laid out and it should play fine. Make sure that's not, yeah, we're good. So now all those are separate hits laid out across the keys, so you can. So the beauty of this, of having all those separated into 16 steps, is that I can take this into the sequencer now, and I can do some crazy stuff with the sequencer. But before I should describe, before I take that extra step, I have to make sure the tempo is right. So, because if I were to do this now, I'm gonna go into the sequencer with this pattern and say, let's see, since I already know I could just set this on quarter notes, hold down Shift so that you're ready to record whatever you want to do in your sequencer. I'm gonna hit these notes again. So now I've got those, those 8 hits. Now when I hit this red encoder to basically put the recording in hold mode, or I can just hold down a button and it'll start it up. It's all off. It's too slow. So in order for this recording to play correctly, what I have to do is let me turn that off, the sequencer mode off, so I can hear this again. So I'm gonna tap the tempo in for this arrangement. So right now, I use one key to just basically save the whole thing. So I'm just going to tap the tempo in up here. And just from point of reference, I know it's like around somewhere between 138 to 140. And for what we're doing with this sequencer, it's not going to be that much of a difference between the two. So I crank the tempo up to 140. So now when I hold the button down, it's going to play everything in time with the sequence. Now, that's obviously just, the original arrangement. I can just do crazy stuff like. So now when I turn that over, and I can turn on the hold mode, so I don't have to hold the key down. So I can just do that and mess with some effects while I'm doing that. We can take it a step further. Let me go to some blank space on the tape, and let's say I want to record that down. So hold down the record button, and so now that's in there. I can set this loop up, and from here, sorry, give me 1 second here. From here, I can, change the tape speed and do some other stuff in here. So that's, I guess this is a quick demonstration of what you can do with the sampler. So all we did was use my phone, sampled this, laid out the sample in the drum sequencer, and essentially chopped it up into 16 steps. Now I've got other samples on here where I didn't chop it, and those those perfect 16 steps, and I just do weird stuff. And you can, you know, sample whatever you want. So that's the beauty of it. It's the ability to quickly get a sample in. You can do this while you sit on your couch, while you're out and about, Starbucks, or doing whatever, and you know, and sample your world around you. But just one caveat, as long as just to make sure you guys are aware, the samples can only be 12 seconds long with the drum sample. I think it's 10 with the sampling into the synth, but I don't really do that often. But the drum sample is only 12 seconds, so you have to really kind of plan ahead and hope that, you know, don't try to sample something that's over, you know, that a lot of time. But you can also sample to the tape and kind of work your way around there. I'm gonna do a video in the future too, showing how to you know, sample directly to the tape. I usually use it for acapellas. If I'm going to, you know, create a remix, I'll sample basically the whole song or the verses and everything onto the tape, and then build my song underneath that one track that has the acapella. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and were able to, you know, learn how to use the sample and how to arrange your samples, and, you know, in conjunction with the sequencer. Even I know I didn't go into full detail of how the sequencer actually functions. I'll kind of do that in a future video. I just want to make sure these videos are as informative as possible and kind of building up you know, all the capabilities that you have with the OP-1. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.